Do you live in McKinney, Texas? This video is for you. Perhaps you live here and you own a property and you're thinking about moving house within the community or maybe moving out of the community. Better yet, maybe you're thinking of buying into the community. This is also for you because you should always be mindful of the exit plan. It's easy to buy into something. It's not always as simple to sell out of an area. So today we're going to be looking at the odds of selling in McKinney, Texas. Now, the odds of selling, what is that? Now, it's taking an algorithm that looks at the active properties, the under contract properties, the ones that have canceled, the ones that have withdrawn, the ones that have expired, the ones that have sold. Put that all together to give you an idea of what your chances of selling are in your community. And it gives so much data. It shows the trend pattern of when buyers are buying. It shows the price points, the average price per square foot, all these different things. But today we're going to focus on odds of selling and also the relative pattern of when things are moving relative to that. So we're going to look at detached structures. We're going to look at townhouses. We're going to look at condos. We're going to look at 1 level, 2 level, and 3 level homes. And yep, that was about it. So let's get cracking. But before we do so, please help me out with a little like and subscribe. And if you want your own custom odds of selling data points, comment below and I'll be in touch. Now, I've got the information here on my sheets, and this will come up on the screen for you, so you will see this more clearly. But we're going to start off with an understanding of where we are. So it goes in 3, 6, and 12-month periods of time looking at the data. Now, there's no real exclusions other than what I've got in here. So we've got, for the first one, resale only. We're not looking at new construction. Are you a builder? Probably not. And new construction gives the wrong impression for you as a homeowner or you as a buyer moving into the area, because if you're buying into the area, sure, you could buy new, but you won't be a builder selling out of the community. So looking at just resale. Now, if you're a builder and you want your own stats here, get in touch because I can run this for new construction as well. We're going to run resale today. So resale, detached structures with a McKinney address. I'm going to start off with for the last 3 months is giving you an odds of selling of 45%. That's almost half. So there's 246 homes per month on average are selling in McKinney. What a number, 246 a month. That gives an inventory level in the resale market of 2.5 months, because we've got 612 properties for sale. There's 180 under contract. Now you look at the last 6 months and it's giving a 56% chance of selling. The average homes being sold per month was 233. But because of the rate of sales that was going on and how many went off market that did not sell, the ratio was better over the last 6 months than the last 3 months to give it a better odds of selling percentage. Same happens for the last 12 months. So you could derive from this the odds of selling has got worse for resale homeowners in McKinney over the last 12 months. With that said, when we look at pricing for McKinney, the average sale over the last 12 months in McKinney was $576,000 roughly. Over the last 6 months, the average was $589,000. So that was an improvement. However, going with this data, the average price dropped. We went in the last 3 months, the average was $586, so marginally less. But the last 1 month, $567,733. So a good almost 20K drop on the average for the last 1 month versus the last 3 to 6 months. Something to consider. Now, when we look at the buying pattern for resale in the community, you can see most of the buyers are here March through August. It doesn't mean there's not sales going on. You can see with the gray lines, there are sales going on, but the dominant sale period for McKinney, March through August for resale. Now you're going, Leigh, this isn't relevant to me. I'm in a condo, right? That was detached structures. Let's talk about condos for a moment. Condos, it's not a pretty story, but we don't have many condos in McKinney generally. So the last 3 months, you're looking at 39% for condos. It improved to 51% over the last 6 months. But again, partly when you get to this short of a number, it's really relevant on what's going on. And if you've got a lot more condo sales happening, condo listings happening, there's more things to buy. Right now, there's 10 properties for sale that are condos in McKinney. Just 10. That is not many. 7 have sold over the last 3 months, but then you look at the last 6 months, and that's 18. So that's better than the 7 on average over 3 months. The time of when things are selling, as you'll see, really the best months were in the spring. Best months. Moving on to townhouses. Maybe you're in a townhouse. There are quite a number of townhouses around the McKinney area. Most of them newer, actually. New construction townhouses are quite relevant at the moment in the McKinney area. So townhouses, you're looking at a 42% odds of selling over the last 3 months. And then a staggering jump up from 6 months to the 12 months up to 60 and 64% chance of selling. That's quite a jump. Now, what I found was interesting with the townhouses, the time of year when things were being sold, completely different. So the improvement, the heavy market was January through May. So right at the beginning of the year, and then things tailed off. Now, there's 32 properties for sale in this category. So I don't want to think it's anything relative to there's not buyers in the market. But what a drop-off from in March, April, and May, averaging 14, 16, 16, and then just dropped to 10 and dropped to 7. And we pulled this in September, so the 2 is not overly relevant just yet. So townhouses, really keep this in mind when you're thinking about strategy on pricing and where you need to be. Because right now the buyers are telling you that you're not their flavor right now. Now, levels are incredibly important. I've said this over years, absolutely years. 1-level homes typically carry a higher level of resellability than 2 stories and especially 3 stories. And I think the data here really demonstrates that. Single-level homes appeal to everybody. They can. Everyone can use them. 2 stories, not everyone can use them. Not everyone wants stairs. And I think it's relevant here. So I'm going to bring up on the screen, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 next to each other. I'm saying that now, and I'm going to edit this later and put the images up. Hopefully, they can all fit up there by each other. Now, 1 levels, well, over the last 3 months, you've got a 51% chance of selling. That's decent when you look at the relative numbers for the others. 2 stories, you're at 41%. 3 stories, 22%. I've always said 3 stories are the toughest thing to sell in the market. So if you're buying a 3-story, please be thinking about your exit plan, because the chances of getting out of a 3-story way tougher than getting in. You probably can get a great deal, but there's far less buyers for a 3-story. Now, and looking at the times of when people are buying, 1 levels, their time of buying is actually pretty widespread, running from February through August as the identified key months. 2 stories, it's March through August, so just slightly different. And then the 3 stories, man, there was a big month in May, but outside of that, it's pretty sparse. Anyway, so this covers the odds of selling for McKinney with resale. Why are we looking at this? Well, I think it's good to know as owners or buyers what it's like in the McKinney market. Now, I haven't compared this yet to surrounding markets. I'm just focusing on you guys for McKinney. It's a big enough market for you guys to get special attention. Now, if you'd like a customized approach, because there are things that to go into more details that can completely change this data. We're talking acreage, house size, pool or no pool, size of property, school district, and the age of a home. These things all factor in when looking at the odds of selling. So if you want to know more, particularly about your property, or maybe a property you're thinking of buying, drop a comment below, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to look at what you've got and send you your own odds of selling. Anyway, keep in touch, subscribe. We'll do more of these odds of selling to keep you posted about what's going on with the McKinney area. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.